Hi there! Today we make a vegan matcha flan using our signature date caramel, which has zero refined sugars and is incredibly tasty. This recipe makes 4 medium-sized flans. Check out the description below for the ingredients and the equipment needed. Let's start by making the date caramel. Add the peated dates to a deep pan, followed by twice their weight in water. We are making proper caramel here, like the one you make with white sugar and water, but we don't use any refined sugars, only dates. Bring to a boil and lower the heat to a minimum, letting the dates simmer covered for 15 minutes. After simmering, move all the dates and the water into a blender and blitz into a pulp. Now we will use a cheesecloth to squeeze out a sugary syrup from the dates. In the classic caramel recipe, you make a solution of white sugar and water. We have reversed this process by extracting the sugars from the dates themselves in the form of a diluted syrup. Cool, right? Okay. Now we will take this date syrup and transfer it to a clean pot. Only add enough syrup to cover no more than half a centimeter of the pot. Set the heat to low and wait for the syrup surface to show tiny bubbles. Now increase the heat to a medium and swirl the pan occasionally. Keep cooking until the whole pot is covered in big frothy bubbles that persist for a few seconds. It will look as if the liquid has almost disappeared, and it should take no more than 7 minutes. Then, swiftly move the pot into a bowl filled with cold water and whisk vigorously. The sudden drop in temperature will help the caramel thicken. Scoop out all the caramel with the help of a spatula and repeat until you've finished all the date syrup. We found that doing this in batches is easier and faster and allows you to get familiar with the process. Now that we have our beautiful date caramel, let's start filling our ramekins with it. Use enough to cover around half a centimeter of your ramekins and move them in the fridge to let the caramel harden. Meanwhile, we will work on the pudding. Add the silken tofu to a blender and blitz into a smooth cream. Then, pour the almond milk into a clean pot. Add the zero sugar sweetener erythritol and the tofu cream. Give all a good stir and then add the vegan gelatin. You can use any brand of vegan gelatin or agar-agar. Now is a good time to add any flavoring of your choice, like vanilla essence. Whisk regularly as you bring to a boil, and then add the matcha powder. Cover and let the mixture cool down and thicken for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, quickly pour the matcha mixture into the ramekins and let them rest in the fridge between 1 hour and 1 hour and a half. Once ready, you can dip the ramekins in a bowl of warm water. This can help the creme caramels pop out of their molds more easily. Then, run a knife along the edge of the flans. And flip them using your serving plate. Now, gently tap and shake the ramekin until the flan comes out. If there's still caramel in the ramekins, scoop it out with a spoon. You can optionally sprinkle the top with a little bit of matcha powder. All is left now is to slurp down these delicious vegan flans. Enjoy!